All right, everyone. We have two very special guests. We have Dancing with the Stars finalists, Val Shmerkovsky and Gabby Windey here. They are... Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. They're headed to the finals. We're so excited to have them. We're on Zoom because, of course, you guys are busy practicing and training and everything that you have coming up for Monday. But thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having
my TV is on. So.
Gabby, I just want to make sure you're not incriminating yourself with any email or link in the background, whatever's on your TV.
There's not, but I literally can't find the remote. Okay, let me just turn it. Oh,
I just don't want it to be like you put this out there and then there's honestly, I just want to keep all this in. I think it's raw footage.
That's what I was thinking. I was like looking into my living, you know.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm like, what is someone going to steal from her through that link that's on her TV?
Honestly, if they can tell me how to work my smart TV, much appreciated. Also, my phone is on a cuisine or something. I don't know what it is.
But, either way, maybe
thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming on. Either way, maybe the phone's not working out. You're tilted right now, but you're focused on the Dancing with the Stars finals. Like, you're not focused on making sure that you have a good tripod set up in your home right now. You're focused on dancing.
Correct. Yeah.
How are you guys both feeling right now going into the finals? Gabby, I know people always talk about how taxing the process is too on your body. Like, how do you feel? Everybody always talks about like getting injured at this point and like things they're working with. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I'll never admit it. No, I mean, I like have to log roll out of bed in the morning, like push myself up and like hope my feet catch me. But it's been amazing. You forget, once you start dancing, and I've found muscles I never knew I had. Sorry, Val. Made it pretty difficult in the beginning, but yeah, it's an amazing workout. It's physically grueling for sure.
Val, how would you say Gabby has been as a partner, from her technique to her personality, all around? We want the full rundown.
Don't be too on it. Give him the PC answer.
No, we want the real.
She's been very entertaining, mostly entertaining. No, Gabby's been awesome. She's super funny. First of all, I love a sense of humor. That means you're smart most of the time. So we have great conversation. And then besides that, she's very talented, obviously beautiful, which goes a long way on camera. And she works hard and doesn't take things personally. That's a perfect combination to work with someone.
Most of the time.
And again,
yeah.
50% of the time, she's like that all the time.
Yeah.
What has set her apart from, past partners that you've had on the show?
I mean, to be completely honest, I've had some great partners. I try not to compare anybody because I really dive in with my undivided attention and undivided commitment to every single one. Not every single one reciprocates, and Gabby has. Not every single one makes it fun and joyous, and Gabby has. And so besides the really great work that I was able to produce this season as a dancer, as a choreographer, I couldn't do that without Gabby as my paintbrush, as somebody that I can create with. So I'm grateful to her, not just being a great teammate, but also someone I could show off with, because that's important. We're all also selfishly artists, and I want to dance, and Gabby has given me a chance to really dance this.
I think that's something that people have taken away from watching this season is, Gabby, your great personality has really been shining through. You're funny, you're witty. I think that is shown throughout this season. And I'm just curious on how comfortable you were, just finally being able to be yourself, and not saying that you couldn't do that on The Bachelorette, but I think that once you get off that show, people's personalities really shine through and you can really see who you are as a person. So I'm curious as to how you adjusted to a different format of filming.
Yeah, I think something that's really helped me is I like have no clue. I'm just myself all of the time. It's my default. So I think people are physically seeing a different side of me just because you have to fit in all the millions of hours of footage that The Bachelor has into 2 hours a week. So my personality was definitely there. It just, I don't think was the priority in the storytelling. But now with the live show, you don't have a choice but to leave it in. So, I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot. And I've heard that a lot. Like, oh, wow, we're seeing so much more of your personality. And I'm like, what do you mean? But I think a lot of it is like the live show component. And I just feel really supported with dancing. It's just like a huge family. Alfonso's so fun. He's always at dress rehearsals, and we're just like fucking around. Same with Val. So it's just a place to play. And I feel like they really bring that out in me.
Yeah, we've noticed that a lot too with even with Alfonso, even like with Bruno, the way you are with some of the judges, you guys have like a very personal banter, which is nice because sometimes you don't see that with the contestants and the judges. They kind of stay separate, but there's been a mix there that is really, really nice. And the judges have been kind to you. You know, we're getting great scores because you guys are crushing it. The dances are perfection. What is the pressure like now that you are getting those perfect scores and you're above others, but there's of course other people are getting perfect scores as well. So how do you get into the mindset after you already get the perfect scores to be like, all right, we got to keep pushing even though you're already getting the 10s? That's for both of you too, because I know Val, you have to push her also.
Take it away.
No, I'm just trying to steal the night, you know? I mean, I have huge ambitions for every single Monday. I'm not trying to get perfect 10s at all. I'm trying to take everybody's breath away, you know, as corny as that sounds. Like, I just want to be the most talked about number of the night. In a positive way, of course.
Yes.
I'm not trying to just be controversial for the sake of conversation, but that's it. I want her to leave the biggest and the best impression every single Monday. Sometimes it's in the form of a tango. Sometimes it's in a heartfelt form of a waltz. Sometimes it's just in a fun way of the samba. Every single time it's, you know, I try to showcase her personality, her leveling up to a different, you know, state as a dancer. And then also, yeah, like bring joy to people. I think she's capable of doing that.
Definitely. Do you guys have a favorite dance, Gabby, from this season that you've done so far, or is your favorite coming up?
Yeah, the best is yet to come. No, I think you really do fall in love with them all. I loved the samba. I think it came at a right time in the season. And because of that, I felt like it was the easiest to pick up for me. That was like our Ricky Martin dance. I also love the rumba. It doesn't read as well, but there was a lot of like technical things that I feel like we mastered that week that helped me with some breakthrough. But I don't think it like read that way on TV because it's a dance that's more like inside yourself versus outside and doesn't emote as much. I don't know, Val, if you would agree, but
it's yeah, the show is also different, right? It's like it depends on what the night is. There's a lot of themes. So
yeah, rumba was the Michael Bublé night to home, so it wasn't a typical like rumba dance.
Right.
Yeah.
How much of your day is spent thinking about dancing and competing, and because this is, you know, an everyday thing for you guys. You're rehearsing. It's nonstop.
Literally 150%. I was talking to somebody today. Who was it? About someone that I have a good relationship with. I can normally stay present. And I was literally going over choreography in my mind. I'm like, okay, bring it back. But I was just like zoning out, like mid conversation, because it's all you want to think about. Also,
right. Do you think you're gonna miss it, Gabby? Are you gonna want to get more into dancing?
Yeah, I already miss it. It's so sad. It's like this week I feel like is laden with like so many emotions, but I'm really going to miss it. It's like I feel like I'm just now getting my groove and then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not just the dancing that you end up missing, guys.
Yeah.
There it is.
Obviously, there's so much more to it, and I do think that there's I mean, we've seen the pros and the celebrities who've done so well, and the celebrities that really love just getting out there and dancing, participate in the tours and things like that. So I think there's a lot of fun ways to keep doing it. Val, I'm curious on your end what you think about the show as a whole now being on Disney Plus and having that different format, because, you know, watching as a viewer, on ABC, there's commercials, it's a shorter show, there's times to like run around and frantic breaks, but this is every night, regardless of how many contestants there are left, it's 2 full hours and they have a lot more in between. What have you thought about the format change?
I think it's amazing, actually. I think it is a huge workload on the stage management. Obviously, that those personnel don't have a break. They have to move huge set pieces around. Commercial break gave them that ability. So logistically, it's a much bigger challenge. Creatively, is a huge opportunity. You know, those are extra 20 minutes that we get to show off as dancers, as personalities, and the show gets to just entertain more. So it's been a lot of fun, and this season in particular, with the addition of Alfonso, a couple of behind the camera additions that really changed the chemistry of the show, and I hope it resonates. I think it also started with Disney Plus, the fact that there are billboards around Los Angeles of Dancing with the Stars. You know, that's something I haven't seen in probably 10 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, so that motivates even the cast and crew to know, like, look, this is a big deal and everybody's invested in this, and it kind of resonates.
Yeah, definitely. And Gabby, as you continue on the show, like Val said, you know, you get extra time. There's more to share with the world, and as you go on, I think you have to share more and more as far as you make it on the show. And this past week, you talked about relationship updates and things like that. How did you feel having to kind of put that out there on the show?
You know, I was honestly just grateful that I got to do it on my own terms and in this way where I did feel really supported. I had Val to kind of talk it over with and discuss it in real time instead of like just talking to my phone on social media or like doing an interview with someone that I wasn't comfortable with. So I was actually really grateful for this opportunity to kind of help like bridge the gap and I think like soften a little bit of the delivery of it, because you know it's like big news. It feels like drastic, so I feel like I was able to do it in a way that I was comfortable with because of the show.
Yeah, definitely. They're like, you know, a lot of times you see a joint Instagram post, right. It's the same written caption, and you being on the show, you could actually talk it out and say, you know, this is what happened, and I'm talking to my friend about it. So I definitely understand that feels like a better way.
And it feels like, and I'm sure you see this now that you guys announced that you split, that now everything you do, there's speculation around it. Like you're back and forth with Vinny, who is so funny. And everyone's like, oh, what's going on there? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're kidding around.
Yeah. I mean, we're friends. We were like on the show together, but yeah. Apparently both of us just like to kind of stir the pot, which is like funny, but it did happen out of nowhere. Like we were like bantering and stuff, and then all of a sudden one media account, then another, then everybody's like blowing up in the comments. It's hilarious to watch.
It was an inside joke that got away. You know?
But it's probably funny for you guys on the other side to just sit back and laugh and be like, we could comment anything at this point.
They're on the inside of the joke.
Yeah, you can comment anything at this point, and people are going to pick it up and go, Gabby, new man, Vinny from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I know. It's like Gabby on Jersey Reunion. I'm like, hey, laundry, baby. I'm like a Guido in train after this.
It's amazing. It's so funny.
It's so funny. Val, on the other, I feel like people always talk about the celebs and the pressure on their personal relationships that the show creates. Like, oh, you know, they have to, they're dancing for so much. What about their husbands? What about their wives, their boyfriends, etc.? But, you know, you're a pro, and the pro has to put in just as much time. So how are you doing? I know your wife, Jenna, is expecting, which is super exciting. So how do you balance it all too?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I did the show for a long time, so all those seasons I was single, it wasn't a problem at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, my wife now is pregnant. We're about to have a child in January. I mean, it's been an incredible time for me in my life. It's been a few tough years, and to answer your question, it's a conversation. I'm also married to another pro that's on the show, so I think it's weird because to answer your question, it isn't one person missing someone else. It's both people really busy with the same pressure, bringing it home and not really having each other to even like, unpack to, right? But we do because we only have each other, right? So we unpack each other's stuff to each other, So she comes in talking about her partner. I come in talking about my pressure, my stress, and we're there for each other. But it took some years to also figure out.
Yeah. Have you gotten any fatherly advice from your brother? He's kind of went through the same formula.
Yeah. It's we ain't got no type. Also married to a dancer from the show. Pros went through that. Yeah, I mean, he gave me advice, but also I just saw through example as well, and I learned a lot. I learned what also I could avoid, and the greatest thing for me, I have a lot of confidence and joy, is because I have a great partner in Jenna that I'm having a child with. So it just gives me confidence that at least one of us will raise this kid really well, and the other will make everyone laugh in the process.
Yeah, that's why it's nice.
Yeah,
when you have a good partnership. Gabby, that you've had so many supportive members of Bachelor Nation and people who are there watching you. I feel like every week they pan to the crowd and Rachel's there cheering you on. How supportive have your girlfriends been while you've been on the show?
So supportive. It's been honestly such a blessing because it does. I mean, for me, it's like experiences are better when shared. So naturally, I'm like, oh my God, don't you guys want to come to the show? But it's like every Monday, people work. You have to be there 2 or 3 hours early. You have to COVID test. But so I'm like, oh my God, like, so sorry if you don't want to come. Like, I totally understand, like if you're sick of my shit. But they show up every week, like with a huge smile and really just want to be there to support me, I think, because we all know how temporary it is. So I'm just grateful for friends who like truly, give a shit about me and like want to see me in this light.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun is that, the family and friends of a lot of these celebrities are so distant to the parquet of ballroom dancing. Like they would never find themselves in that space. Like, what do we have? Travis Barker, I think, came to one of the shows.
Yeah.
And like, not to stereotype, but I would just never think that he would ever be in a Dancing with the Stars. Or see a waltz done properly. That's what,
right.
That's what
most people.
Yeah. So Gabby's friends with friends, and it's been fun to see them fall in love with it too. They love watching her dance.
Mm-hmm. And they love to critique other people. They're like, oh, we know. It's like so easy to get into. All my friends are like, holy, like they have Disney Plus after this. They're like, holy shit, Dancing with the Stars actually has so much entertainment value. Mm-hmm. Like they'll watch it after this. And I think especially seeing the show live, my favorite part for like my friends and family to see are the set changes and how fast it happens and like how many hands-on it takes, Yeah. Like, so the live show, I think, makes it more fun as an audience member too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're watching and I watch too, and I feel like I put myself in that position where like, I'm an expert. I know.
You feel like you can get up there and do it.
I missed that step. I know what's going on. Like, and now with the...
All I need is the choreography and I could do it.
Disney Plus, like because they have those little in-betweens, you get the judges explaining the dances and traditional moves and stuff. So it's very educational. You really are learning a lot of things that you wouldn't learn about.
Gabby, are you feeling the pressure now up against Charlie D'Amelio?
Who?
No. I felt pressure the whole time. But yeah, definitely. I mean, she's an amazing dancer. She's so fun to watch. It's hard to be in a competition with people who are such great performers who you like actually enjoy watching. It's like, I get it. I feel something when I watch Charlie dance, when I watch Wayne and Shangela dance. So it's like, sometimes I get confused. I'm like, what, am I supposed to like him or not? Like, where's my head at? But yeah, and honestly, like I'm honored to be held at the same level as them who have like such great history and practice in performing in general.
Yeah, this top four, I will say, is probably one of the most stacked finals we've seen in a while. In my personal opinion, you guys are just all incredible and very special dancers in your own individual ways. Like you all bring something so different, which is really cool. And it was such a great cast this season.
Totally.
Did you get to know a lot of your cast members? Who did you find, you were talking to a lot that maybe surprised you?
Yeah, I mean, everyone, I'm like Vinny.
Yeah.
Sam Champion is like so sweet. I love him. Selma is amazing. Who else? Oh, Jordan Sparks. She's like just as genuine, as real as they come. Shangela lives across, so we're always like knocking on each other's doors. Charlie's been great. Wayne. Who else? I mean, really everyone. Trevor and Daniel. You just like get to know people, and
Joseph was cool. Joseph left too soon.
Oh yeah, he did leave too soon. He was a lot of fun, actually. He was just like a big kid.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's so great. Well, Gabby, I know we have you on here, so we have to ask because you had a brief Paradise appearance this week. How did that go, and what did you think you were there for?
I mean, who knows, honestly. Yeah, we were like, our time's over. Like, it's going to be fun to be a fly on the wall and just like whatever, like talk shit, be involved in like a dating show that doesn't involve us. But it sounds like some people were not happy with our behavior and trash talking Logan. I'm like, what else are we supposed to do? Like girls like to gossip, but ultimately it's like the person who's dating them, it's their choice. And we could only speak from experience. That's like all dating is. And I feel like it's like we're on reality TV, on dating shows. Like, what else kind of do you expect, but didn't quite know our place for sure.
Yeah.
I think you could tell that, but whatever.
Yeah. Just a quick stint in Mexico. Well, I mean, it's been so fun to watch you guys. Val, Monday night comes around. You've been in a finale before. Gabby hasn't. What are you saying to Gabby to get her in the zone and get her ready for the finale?
I honestly, I'm just gonna tell her the same thing I tell her every time. I just enjoy the moment. It's gonna pass by really quickly, and breathe, just breathe. But yeah, just hype her up. She's good. Like she's a game time performer. She knows how to play.
That's a great. It's a great thing.
Plus, last week, I think I think it's just gonna feel different. I think last week was a lot of pressure. This week is more of a celebration and just kind of like, this is the last time we're dancing together.
It does feel more like a performance versus a competition, which is nice.
That is
a great way to look at it.
That is a great way to look at it. I can't wait to see your freestyle. I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. So, Val, Gabby, thank you guys so much for talking to us.
Yes, thank you. And we are rooting for you guys.
We're totally rooting for you guys. Monday night, come Monday night when you're watching that finale, 21523, Gabby.
Make sure you're voting.
I have that number memorized from all my voting through the years. So 21523, send those texts for Gabby. It's so incredible. I remember when we were talking to you before you even started, and Rhea and I were like, I think she's gonna be really good. Yep. And then you're just so amazing. Yep. So congrats to you guys.
Yes.
Thank you guys, and thanks for having us on and giving us the time of day. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for giving us the time of day. You guys are far busier than we are.
They were like, do you want to do Chicks in the Office? I was like, yeah.
I love it. Thank you guys so much, and good luck. We are rooting for you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. You guys are awesome. I love your set.
Thank you.
Thank you.